If you trust in God, if you trust in your path, and you believe in what you do, then who can take that away from you? What stands the test of time is dedication and sacrifice. You know, and Danny right now is sacrificing what people have. There are probably people his own age right now that are driving cars, that have jobs in stockbroking firms, but I mean, are you happy? I see no flaws, I just see hardship for him. I see him, he's gonna have to go through a hard time. I see no flaws in Danny. I see Danny as being a great sage. I see Danny as being a great leader. Let's listen to the name, Image. Image was born for it. Image, what he's been through with his injuries, it's a learning experience. It's not easy for me to point out Image's flaws because the good outweighs the bad. Image is just as good as any day I've ever seen him take a step on a dance floor. But you've been through so much, you begin to wonder why. The bottom line is that you're always striving for potential.
We thought that this was a special situation that God allowed us to have. Going through the hardships we went through as far as in childbirth. My wife and I lost 5 children between Dwight and my daughter. It was like, this is a special person.
What's up, I'm Dwight Howard, USA basketball, center, power forward. So I've been playing since I was like maybe 3.
2.5, going on 3 years old, got in the little Michael Jordan basketball hoop and a little beach ball, and that was his first little surroundings of basketball, and he very much enjoys a little red ball.
And I started playing organized ball at 5, 6, and actually I think my first word was basketball, if I'm not mistaken. My dad had a vision, you know, he wanted to see sports at our school. You know, we didn't have any, you know, sports teams.
So it took about a 2-year period to convince the administration that we need to be on another level. And I had a lot of teams, high school teams in the area coming by, calling, you know, saying, well, he'll never make it if he stayed here. So I was like, we're gonna trust God with this situation. And I wasn't trying to prove to them that they were wrong, but I was trying to prove to my son that you can do just what God has you to do right here if you believe. And the whole thing was trusting and believing. And the first year was I guess you would call it in layman's term, a beatdown year.
It was like the laughing stock, you know, of all the teams, you know. Yeah, we're gonna beat soccer. This is before I even played with the team, and everybody was talking about how bad we were. My first year, we made it to the Final Four. My 10th grade year, we made it to the Final Four. 11th grade year, we made it to the championship, but we lost. Then my senior year, we won the state championship. And it was just like every year, you know, our school, our team, me personally, we elevated, you know, to a different level.
Well, as far as my athletic background, I did play basketball in high school.
He claims he was a great athlete, but you know, I don't have any videos. I got a couple pictures. He said he had hops, you know, so I tested him one day. You know, we played one-on-one, and I almost broke the rim on him, so.
The basketball game, we played several games. I don't see one game as being a big game, because as he got taller, the games were not games, they were attempts to block me. And so I kind of understand that story. Now he can make some great stories. He's a good storyteller.
I always wanted to be one of the first players to come out of high school. I told my dad when I was about 10 years old that I wanted to come out of high school and play in the NBA. And the first thing he said was, all right, if you want to do it, you got to sacrifice from this day on. He said he'd do anything in his power, you know, to help me get there. And the first thing he did was he bought me some Pro Wings. Woo.
Well, I don't actually remember the name of the shoes, but he said, I can't remember the name of the shoes, but at that particular day, it was almost a script story, because we did prayer together, and I was praying and asking God to show me how to get his attention. And he led me to just say, you know, you need to get him some new shoes and make this conversation as a pack. And that's how I did it. I just, when I got the shoes, I said, now this is gonna be a start to a very long journey. I don't know where this is gonna go, but I said, if you trust God and you trust me along with God, I said, you're gonna be in the NBA when you become 18 years old.
I had those 2 pairs of shoes and I wore them till I had holes in the bottom of them. And, you know, I started working from then on to try to make it to the NBA. My dad pushed me. When my friends was out having fun, I was doing work or playing basketball or studying or doing something to get my mind or my body ready for basketball.
The very first time he ran out the tunnel in Orlando at the first game, that was a tearjerker. I mean, because that was like, had seen that vision several times and being there just waiting to see this happening, hear his name called.
It's always been a passion and always been a dream of mine to, you know, not just play in the NBA, but be on the Olympic team. You know, I remember the Dream Team, seeing Jordan and all those guys play. I still got the little Wheaties box, you know, at the crib. My goal is to do what I can to help my team win. And I know that, you know, we got the world's greatest players on our team.
Well, I believe if this lineup of young men that they have would come to the conclusion that it's all about team, it's all about USA, I think they will come back with the gold.
If we win the gold medal, words can't explain, you know, how I would feel. You know, I've always dreamed about standing on that podium and, you know, hearing the national anthem and holding the American flag like this and singing the national anthem, holding one of my teammates' arms like this, and, you know, just like, I probably would cry.